Well, g'day gang, it's been a little while since we've been lucky enough to have you in the cockpit of the Cessna 172 at the Royal Newcastle Aero Club. Chief Flying Instructor Phil Unicum isn't in the plane. He has stepped out and said, Todd, take her for a few solos. And what you may notice if you're having a look, bought a new little toy that allows us to take the GoPro out of the cockpit from the windscreen and put it on the left wing tie down. So I'm not too sure. This is an experiment of exactly what you'll get a chance to see in relation to where it's pointed, how it's going to look, and it's going to give you a and it's going to give you a little bit of a different look of takeoffs and landings. So hopefully it's going to be a little bit entertaining as we do some solos on a beautiful June afternoon at Rutherford's in New South Wales. If you're looking from overseas, we're about 35 kilometres west of Newcastle. Maitland traffic, Cessna 172 is rolling runway 26 for circuits, Maitland traffic. Airspeed is alive, nice little headwind, and we are off. As I said, not totally sure what kind of view you're getting from the left tie down under the wing, but hopefully, if it's anything like the view I've got, it is amazing. A beautiful winter's day. The air is fairly clear. A little bit of breeze, but apart from that, it's looking pretty good. Power full, undercarriage fixed, flaps are retracted, switches, landing lights are off, instruments. We have got climb attitude. Temperatures and pressures are in the green. Checking right ahead and left and coming around. We've had a fair amount of rain in this part of the Hunter Valley. Unfortunately, not a lot of rain has made its way to the upper Hunter. Still very, very dry, but around this part of the world, it's very green and very lush at the moment. The dams are full and a lot of water lying around. Just beautiful.
Bravo 1 go, turning base from 830, touch and go, traffic lights are
Checking right ahead and left, same coming around. It's amazing what you can see when you're up so high, and you've always got to be on the lookout for other traffic, and you can't see it because I can't swing the camera around, but there's a Russian-built yak. You may actually see it out to the left-hand side that's coming around. It's probably around 10 o'clock. You may be able to see it in the distance from where I'm sitting. It's just on the hill line. And that is going to come into land before I do. So you've always got to be mindful of the traffic that's kicking around. Brakes checked, undercarriage is fixed. Mixture is rich, fuel is on, it is sufficient. Instruments a little bit above 1100. Switches, landing lights are on, hatches and harnesses are secure. We're heading downwind now. Now this wind behind me at the moment is pushing me along at a great rate of knots.
Traffic, Luscatire, this is gyro 1838, enters, lines up, runway 30, Luscatire.
Taking 10 degrees of flap, which always gives us a bit of a lift, so we'll trim that out. Maitland traffic, Cessna 172 is turning base, runway 26 for touch and go, Maitland traffic.
Traffic, Luscatire, X1 on runway 26, touch and go, Maitland.
Taking 20 degrees of flap. Now you probably can't, but then again maybe you can if you look across to the left. The airfield is over there, and that Yak stunt plane down. Not sure whether it's going to do a touch and go or whether it's going to totally come to a full stop. It's doing a touch and go, and it's off. It's kind of hard to see planes in the distance when you got the sun behind them. You get a little bit more attuned to looking at it. Checking right ahead and left and coming around. Put on a little bit of power. It's a little bit doughy.
Cessna area traffic, Warrior, Mike Juliet Tango is at Mulberry, 3,300 on descent for Cessna area traffic.
You may be able to see that Yak in the horizon now, well and truly, probably about a couple of finger widths on top of the mountain range there, taking 30 degrees of flat. When you're coming into land, you always want to have a quick glance at the windsock to see what's happening.
Gyro heading 38, departed 30, right turn, on climb to 1000, and then tracking southeast, Muscatine.
Traffic light car, turning base on rate 30, touch and go, traffic light car.
Because the wind can change, the weather can change at any time, so it's pretty good. A little bit of a right crosswind, but that's nothing
Gyro leaving Muscatine.
too severe.
I'm currently 1,800, just over the freeway, due south of Muscatine.
A lot of radio traffic around today. Flaps identified, and off we go. And into the air.